clubs are opening again. I can't wait to get back to it and see if it's gonna be what I knew comedy clubs were, you know, electric, laughter bouncing off the walls and ceilings coming right back at you. I need that feeling again. I really want to feel it, and I guess we're gonna see what it is.
Sam, Morril,
Thank you, man.
Sometimes people will set me up. Someone's trying to set me up on a date. She goes, "What's your type?" You ever have someone ask you your type? It's weird. I realize I watch too much porn. She was like, "What's your type?" I was like, busty, mature, neighbor hand job. She was like, "What?" I'm like, sorry, I forgot you weren't a search engine for a second.
This is better than I thought it would be. And I can tell you that the crowds are definitely, you know, they're excited to be at a show. You know, they're excited.
Well, it seems like people are dying for it, you know?
And you felt...
That's a bad choice. That's a real bad choice.
Still feels a little weird a lot of the time. People are spread out. You need a cramped, uncomfortable space with a low ceiling for a good comedy. People aren't sure how to act in a group inside.
Yeah.
When you do the shows where you're behind the plexiglass booth and you feel separated from the crowd and you can see your own reflection.
Yeah,
And
must be very hard on you.
Well, actually, I get lost in my own eyes, so it's fine.
I'm literally staring at myself do fat jokes. That's terrible. Just a purgatory I don't want to live in. Just my neck fucking wiggling while I'm telling jokes.
How much did you drink tonight?
Well, glad that it's my day off.
Yeah, not mine. I don't know if you guys can tell, but some of us are doing overtime tonight, they say. You feel rusty? Do you feel...
High. I feel high as fuck. I did a lot of shows in the parks, on rooftops.
The park shows are pretty bad.
Yeah.
People don't. The acoustics are terrible.
That's fucked up.
I got frostbite during a show.
What?
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. You look back and you're like, this is mental illness, needing to do it this much. It's love of the game. It's also mental illness, you know?
But everyone was mentally ill also, so everyone was like, that's so cool that you're making it work, man. And then we all got out of it and we're like, Sam might have a problem. Sam might need some days off.
Oh no, the insecurity in my regular set right now, like, in this space, is just it's tragic.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like I feel like a new comic all of the time.
I'm not at a put me in front of a crowd for an hour that came to see me. They'll be disappointed. There'll be like 40 minutes of me doing this. I don't know.
Do you feel like you're getting back into comedy shape?
Getting back into shape, but you know, because I realized in the pandemic, it's like, oh, I might have been getting up too much. After years and years in, it's like, oh, maybe I don't need as many spots. I need to listen to my tapes more and do more as the outside work. You know, make an honest effort. It's an interesting thing. I'll see how it goes. This has taught me, like, oh, maybe I need to adjust it a little bit and do some other things to grow faster.
While you guys were pontificating about the craft of stand-up comedy, one guy stood right there and ripped an epic shit.
Did he clean up?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Where is it?
Yeah, he pulled his pants down, shit right there while you guys were talking.
You get it on camera?
Yeah, I got it on camera.
No,
Everything's
Sam,
back in New York, baby.
Sam, it's so disgusting. Can you get away from the human shit?
No, it's important for the shot. Dude, this is insane. You want to try this, Mike? Now this city's getting weird, man. I was in a diner. It felt good just to be in a diner. Doesn't it feel good? You sit at the counter, you're like, I'm a person again. I'm in a diner. This guy sits down next to me and he says this to the waitress, why don't you stick your finger in my water and make it taste all nice? Like, oh my God. So I pulled her aside. I was like, I'm so sorry. Could you do that with my water as well? I didn't know you provided that service here. That sounds exquisite. How do I look?
Good.
Okay. We're gonna start doing indoor shows again. We're gonna feel what that's like, so.
The lady was literally coughing on her way by.
Yeah, literally giving me COVID, thanks. We did the rooftop special because we had to. That was the only place to perform. But comedy's coming back indoors now. I want to be an indoor comic. I don't want to be the roof guy. We filmed doing stand-up during the pandemic. Now we film stand-up coming out of a pandemic. I don't ever want to do a rooftop again. So I had what?
The mic cut out.
The mic cut out? For how long?
There it goes, just 4 seconds.
4 seconds? Fuck. Just like how I have sex, guys. 4 seconds, then I'm like, oh, there we go. All right. Stand-up didn't become popular till the 50s, 60s in America, so there was no stand-up coming out of the Spanish flu. This is the first time we can capture something like this. What makes stand-up great is people on top of each other, that closeness, that, you know, that laughter being contagious. I miss the hang and the family aspect. When that went away, I was like, shit, I had a really good life. Well, I think it's going to be a little rocky on some nights. I think we're going to get some bad nights.
I feel like the nursing homes that Cuomo let die had better energy than you guys.
I think we're going to get some incredible nights. I think it's going to be cool to document. We'll see if we can get it back and how much we can get back. Good? Come on, let's roll. So we're gonna walk around, get the feeling of New York comedy, show you that we're doing great. I don't feel like that close-up could possibly be flattering. There's no way that this looks good. I see Elliot Gould, they see Mr. Bean. Liz, how do you feel about the Comedy Cellar coming back?
I'm really upset that I have to see you now every day.
I know.
Your haircut is a little aggressive.
The haircut is aggressive, she got me.
Some of us have jobs here.
Oh, you're right, I have to go downstairs. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta go on.
Oh, okay.
Spreading joy is what I do.
Or bombing.
Hey, good, man. Amazing! So am I. That's why this is a great honor to bring this next young man to the stage. Give us some energy. Give us some energy! I recognize him from his multiple special comedies. Give it a little energy to Sam Morril!
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh.
People are losing it, man. I was on the train, there was 3 other people on the subway. A guy comes on the subway and just looks around and he goes, y'all motherfuckers scared now. He just kept saying that, y'all motherfuckers scared. And like the 3rd time he said it, we were like, yes, we're quite frightened of you. Then he goes, you don't like this shit? Take it to New Jersey. And I was like, ah yes, Newark, the safety capital. That's where I go when I need a break.
Matt, you sure? It's a good grammar here. One of the best grammars in the city, I'll tell you. It's all right. It's a good girl. Really seems to care. What? No, that's all. Is this too Louis?
No.
Yeah, we should do a New York comedy is back, Doc.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Thank you guys. It could be fun, right? Pitch it to you? I mean, I think we just kind of show the hustle and show the New York comedies. We talk to comics. We just get the vibe. It could be simple. We don't have to go. Just keep it ready in case something happens.
Yeah, no force it.
Okay.
Well, I was the first one back on stage here.
Oh, that's monumental.
But it was terrifying. Because you're the first person back on stage at the Comedy Cellar when comedy's legal, and it was an early show, so I was kind of the first person back on stage legally
in the city,
comedy.
In the city.
That's so much
fun. Blow that?
Yeah. That'd be great if the first comic just went on and like shit their pants, like I can't do it anymore. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like, oh.
I'm sorry, guys. But I felt that pressure. But then you get the first laugh, and you're like, okay, yeah.
I'm back. And they know. It's kind of like I'll take out my notes sometimes when I'm up here, and they'll laugh, and they'll be like it's an encouraging, like, we're all rusty, you know. So you just got past.
I did. On set a week ago today, yeah.
How nervous were you?
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like at a 12. Because like we had a year of nothing.
I know.
Just rooftops and bullshit. And then they're like, okay, here's the day after we open, here's the biggest opportunity you've had in 2 years. Tonight's my first night. Yeah, first set tonight. I'm listening to like pump up music. I didn't drink at all last night. I was just like focused, like laser focused.
I like that this is like your training. I didn't drink for one night. That's hilarious.
How did you get in?
Gary Goldman.
Literally, how do you get in the building?
You just walk in.
But like,
you just say I'm more important than you because I'm on the show.
No one knows me at the desk.
They just say I'm new to the club. I work here now. I'm Caitlin. Just say what's up.
Is it the front desk?
She might be.
I black out when I drink. Anybody else? Huh? Yes, yeah. Who else is running from something? I see you. That's okay. Apparently the back of the room is better than us. I black out. I black out super hard. Oh my God. One time I blacked out, okay? I woke up naked, alone, on top of the covers, which is a hell of a way to start a Tuesday, okay? I rolled over, and this is what I found. I found a note, okay? It said, we did not have sex. You passed out. See you at work. Oh, yeah. Have you ever gone to work and played the fun game? Who saw these titties, huh? Who saw these titties?
Did you get annoyed at people complaining about COVID when you had cancer?
I felt like COVID was upstaging my cancer.
How I found it, I know, well, I get that question even from nurses. Okay, so I was having sex with this guy when I was, and he finished before me. You know, that's what they do sometimes. And I was able to feel around myself, and that's how I found it. You know? I know, isn't it? But you guys, you didn't realize you were providing a service when you did that, did you? I mean, I'm sure you're great. I'm just saying, you know, come quick if you have to. It's good.
That's such a comedian
Am I
attitude.
going to be able to go back on stage and have people feel bad about my cancer with COVID?
Yes. The answer is always yes.
You know, I've been doing this 30-some odd years, and I thought I was done getting nervous. But
Yeah.
Nope, I was nervous, yeah. You know, nervous not doing it for a while. Nervous, the setup's different, of course. You know, nervous because the world is different. You know, everybody's head is different.
It's also kind of refreshing to see everybody thinking about their comedy this hard.
Yes.
And like rewriting their sets out. We haven't felt this in a long time.
Yes, yeah.
To feel that new and that like inexperienced and shit, like it's a special thing because we're all not though too. It's like being a baby with like a mature adult's brain. No matter what it looks like or how it feels, like you're having these same moments.
But being back here tonight, dude, I mean, I haven't got ready. I haven't looked at how many shows, fucking 95 times.
Yeah.
Because you're going back and forth. I haven't been nervous. You know what I mean? Like all this shit that we did for how long? 20-something years for me?
Crazy.
To come back tonight, sit in traffic, get mad, have to find a spot. Am I gonna make it?
Oh, they lit him. You're up.
I'm up.
Shit. Oh, I gotta go in.
All right.
They're waiting on me. I'm the worst.
Good deal. You won't finish up the movie.
Finish it without me.
Yeah, no problem. And it got good. All right.
Should we just take over Sam's whole show?
I mean, if we want to sell this thing.
Get in, see us, then see Liz and fucking get excited. It's fun. It's like, and then
It is
do a
exciting.
show, and then Liz is like, you're probably gonna bomb at this one.
Oh.
You know, and if you're bombing, she's in the back laughing.
Here's how you know when you're in, when Liz starts shitting on you.
Sam, comedy call. They say you stink. This Brokeback Mountain jacket is really pissing me off. I really hope he's paying you all of the money because you really have the worst job in the world.
That's how you're safe at the club when Liz starts insulting you. That's when we can cut to Liz shitting on my jacket and my haircut and everything about me.
Fantastic. Everybody get home safe and come back soon. Thank you and good night.
Oh. That was fucking work. And I said it like it's a bad thing. It is my job. It should be work sometimes, but, you know.
Improvement projects take place on weekends and during
That'd be great if the voice came on. New York comedy is dead.
Subway service may be delayed or interrupted.
But, oh, yeah. Yo. What's up?
I had like 3 bad sets in a row, and then I said,
This is my 3rd bad in a row. Have you been bombing?
Oh yeah. And it's not so much that you're bombing, it's just sometimes I feel like I'm bothering the people that are there. You just have to look like, you know.
Not only are we not going to laugh at the end of the joke, we're going to stare at you. Like we don't even know why we're here. But it's like, but I don't get that. It's like they came.
The show must go on, and you're like, there are 4 people up here and
I've
8
abandoned that.
dogs.
It's not comedy fans aren't back yet. It's just people that are like, nah, we'll go out. It's just like vaccinated people. It's not comedy fans.
Hello.
Are you famous?
No. It's like, I get if like we interrupted their dinner, but like they bought a ticket, right?
I don't understand what's happening.
What's so confusing? You bought a ticket to a comedy show, and now a comedian is telling jokes. I think it's pretty standard, really. Miss. Always one shitty person, they overtake the show, and that's that.
I don't know who needs to hear that. Maybe things are different out in the mountains, you hill person, but... Don't yell out in the comics, the show's not about you!
This city's going down the toilet, I tell you. It's kind of like getting sucker punched. You know, it's like if you're just fighting fair all the time, it's kind of like, all right, but then if you get sucker punched, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I need to know how to deal with that too. Thank you. We agree now. Am I gonna be like the old man in Shawshank who doesn't know how to do club comedy anymore? All right. Really turn this fucking show around, guys. I'm gonna take that laugh as a win right there. I get a chuckle and a half a smile. I'm like, I'm fucking winning. That's what it takes sometimes. Even the flowers are dead. Even the flowers gave up on this room. What do you think of that? What do you think of that crowd?
I thought that crowd was ready to go the fuck home. You fought through it.
Yeah, but they didn't give much.
They respected that you kept
They respected
punching.
me the way a girl like goes on a date where they're like, he's a good person, but I'll never fuck him. That's how they respect me. I'm bombing on my terms.
That's your next special, bombing on my terms.
They were like a date on the, like, that was still on their first drink.
And I'm on drink 6, and I'm like, come on, give me something.
And they're like, oh.
That's comic energy is constantly on your 6th drink. Man, I can't believe I didn't do well with this energy. This is crazy.
And there's these huge gaps downstairs, so
it's weird, but then it's like when you get them, it's fun. I said downstairs, I just said, well, I guess this is what a big laugh sounds like now.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of have to get used to it.
Oh, that must have been during one of my sets.
No, I don't watch you ever. I don't care for your stuff.
It might be my imagination. I think it might be because they're enclosed in these booths. They might think that they're not part of a bigger thing. Right. Someone else said that. I stole that idea from someone.
People asking you, can you get chicken wings and fries because you look like a drive-through booth, even though you're trying to do stand-up.
You come out to your first show and there's a plastic thing right here, and then the comedian's up there in plastic. You would be a little off balance.
It's funny, some of you thought we'd be rusty, but you guys are rusty at being people. People got used to being at home and doing things their own way, and then you go back out in the entertainment world, and it's like you forget that you're a part of a group again.
Anything that keeps you from thinking about exactly what we're talking about and what we're doing you're never gonna really get a current in that room.
Okay. It's too bad I'm in this fucking tank right now, because this would have been great if we really could make eye contact. You never know.
We assume that they can just come in and jump in like we do and make the adjustment, but some people are just kind of like, what's going on?
Soho House, I ate my ass.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, it was tough.
They're just like hot people that don't laugh.
Hot, dumb people?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The audience was like these really wealthy people because they pay like $2,000, whatever. And we had to wear the mask. The comedians had masks on, and the people were like,
I like those private clubs that are like, hey, you want to do a show for $20? Oh, at the place where they charge $1,000 to fucking You're going to get people, I'm going to come to you.
Yeah.
And do a show for $20.
Yeah, you do get a meal.
Okay, then I need that number for me. I need that.
When you do new material on a crowd that bad, it can change how you see the new jokes. You can lose confidence in it. Yeah, no, they'll get some jokes I already know are good. That way I know they're bad.
I was having a set ended on what was like one of my most hard killers pre-COVID, and it got a medium laugh, and I'm like, motherfuckers, I didn't even want to do that. I didn't even want to do that joke. I did it for you, and it didn't fucking crush. And I'm like, I would have rather bombed on something new than pull out this old fucking thing I had.
Like the timing was off, and who I was different, and like I was also still a little scared.
I had to confess it to the audience that it was, and they don't care either, you know. It's like I haven't been on stage.
Yeah, they're just like, be funny.
14 months.
Yeah, it's not as monumental.
Yeah, they go, well, you can just do this, right?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll prove you wrong.
I make the mistake every once in a while. I haven't been on stage in so long, so I got overzealous, and it was like lukewarm. And then I was like, all right, I'll finish with good stuff, and then the good stuff only clawed its way to like average.
It's funny. This is showbiz right here. I've been on that show. I've also been on that bar show where I just bombed. So it's pretty crazy. Same block. So you got to do a lot of sets. So we'll see. We'll get there.
As a comedian, you get so used to most people liking you because it's your job to make most people like you that when you hit one of those random crowds that just doesn't, you're like, what the fuck? This works everywhere. When really maybe we should just be more like, okay, I guess I'm not your type and that's fine.
When you bomb like that, it feels kind of like you haven't showered in forever and you just smell like shit. And you're like, I should really shower. You're just walking around, you feel like people know. I hate that I'm still that guy, but I'm still the guy where I'm like, it's hard to go to bed after a mass set. Even when you're throwing in the new shit, it's hard.
So it's okay. It's all right. I have a long ride home to think about it.
Oh, those long rides, man.
You guys are hysterical.
Man, are you serious? Was he funny?
Yeah, he was funny.
I
laughed. We laughed. We were in the back.
He has low self-esteem.
No, we were laughing all the time.
Oh, thank you.
So funny.
We'll design the curtain so you can't get away.
How do I do 45 minutes after I've only been doing like 15s?
Yeah.
Forever, you know? I'm like winded after 2 shows.
I'm exhausted. All the time since the world came back. I want to go back.
Yeah, how can you be run down after a year of doing nothing? I don't know, but I'm run down.
Mentally, we're run down.
I got COVID.
Just now?
Yeah, like just now, tonight.
I feel like I'm a long ways from being like, I can do an hour without thinking about it.
It was my first hour I had done in a year and some change, and it was horrid.
What is it? You think it's like you're...
There were laughs and shit, but it was like...
But you were rusty?
Yes, it was like knocking the rust off, not being confident in like full forgetting chunks of like jokes, and then like but connecting other pieces of the joke, so it's like set up punchline that they don't get yet because you haven't. And I was like, and I was just blaming on like, yo, I was be honest. I'm like, nigga, I haven't done this shit in a long time. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy to stand on stage for an hour and really care, because you gotta give a fuck. When you burn an hour, you could fuck around for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour, you gotta motherfucking
You gotta grind.
show up.
I thought I had a full new hour, and it turns out I have probably like a new 58 minutes.
It's tough to get used to doing the short sets again also though, where you're like, 3 minutes, come on. Fuck, what is this, the Apollo? You're gonna throw me off immediately? Am I doing that bad? What the hell? No? Thank you. I can't, what can you accomplish in 4 minutes? I'm killing it? You're right, I'm killing my career. See what else I got. I guess my status is falling here, man. I don't know what's going on.
I thought you was going regular.
You lit me at 3.
Which is a 1 minute night.
I didn't know I was doing 4. It's partially my fault. I just can't stop talking like this.
This is every week. Only club in the city that pushes new material.
So we were like, what's 15 minutes? And then you're like, all right, I got my 15. Then they light you late. You're like, fuck, I got to do 17. Yeah. Like just figuring out new jokes. Or sometimes you go early and you're like, that was 12. I don't know the rhythm of this.
It still feel weird because you don't know, like, I don't have an entry point yet.
What do you mean?
Meaning, I don't know how to start anything.
Right.
I don't know how to really finish anything either. So it's just like all random.
Right.
It hasn't built into a rhythm yet. But it's like some shit be hitting and some shit be lulling, and then, you know what I mean? It's just no rhythm to it.
So I'm gonna do this dumbass thing of, hey, where you from? You know, and then riff myself back into a joke.
I wonder if Broadway's gonna do that. Like they're gonna just bomb a line and be like, it's been a while, dude. You know?
I was changing as my jokes were changing, as the world was changing.
But then you have to wonder, how relevant is your material? You know, if my bit is about going out to dinner with my wife, they know you didn't go out to dinner with your wife. You know? So you gotta adjust.
Yeah. It's so weird to like be doing bits that I wrote before the pandemic, but I just want to do well sometimes. So I'm like, this bit was pre-COVID, and no one in the room knows. Right. I do have a joke where the punchline is that I'm in an Uber pool.
Yeah.
And now everyone's like, what are you talking? In a pool? What? What's going on?
We're back.
kind of this weird plexiglass in between. You know, you gotta wear your mask from the door to your seat, and then let some fat dude spit in your mouth while you have fucking sangrias for the next hour. Like, these things are helping. I'm not smart, but I'm not dumb. It doesn't make sense, but we're like, okay, whatever. I'll wear my MS from fucking 4 seconds. And I'll sit here and just fucking... The guy with his nose out all the time, fuck him. Wait, on or off, asshole, okay? Pick a side. I want to know who you voted for. You understand what I'm saying? I need to fucking discover who you are.
It used to be like admirable if you showed up sick to work, but now you're an asshole.
Right.
So it's tough.
They ain't told me what can a vaccinated nigga spread it to a non-vaccinated. So I'm scared for my son, so that's why I still fuck with the mask. Because I don't know what I'm bringing home to him. Like for the next 3 days when I'm around him during the day, I'll just wear a mask because I ain't sure what these
You
niggas...
mean back in the 80s when guys used to wear condoms because they didn't want to bring diseases to their girlfriend?
Yes, exactly.
Boy was trying to have a
vulnerable
conversation, if you will.
Exactly
We were talking about our children. You don't have to bring up
Yes.
that. You bring it to the family. You bring in like, you know, when you got, not saying no.
you walked him, man. There's a lot of people you have to be like, do you mind?
Right,
Too.
yeah.
But most people are cool. It's drunks. And a lot of the time they apologize, but you know.
And they get really close when they do that.
I know, they breathe right. We're so sorry. Let's celebrate by splitting a shot. You what? I enjoy your show? You're so drunk I have to like this. I'm like, I think this is what she meant. What kind of work are you in?
I'm a retired city cop.
You're a retired city cop?
East Village.
East Village, hell yeah, cheers. I love it. Good shit. Do you look like a cop? No, you look like an alcoholic. I've never seen someone black out and then come out of a blackout. And then, I assume, go back in very shortly. I like that she's bothering this woman. I like that she's like, you know what? You're touching her too. That's very sensual. That's what you want, a cop who can't control their boundaries. That's good. I'm gonna say something you should hear. You have the right to remain silent.
Bruh, okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just don't understand the pandemic.
Hey, buddy. This guy's a piece. Fuck Sam Morril. Fuck every joke he's ever told. Not funny.
Whoa.
He talked about my mom. Okay, one time. What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Good to see you. I'm sorry. They fuck up your whole thing.
No, it's perfect.
All right, yeah, keep it.
Every fucking show he comes in, he'll just hang out, mask off, whatever. And at a certain point I say, hey man, are you vaccinated? And he goes, no, I'm not. And here's why. And I was like, dude, I don't care. You just got to get out. You just got to. I was like, I don't need it. And then it's like, he felt bad though.
Take a step closer to tell you too.
Yeah.
They're always like, here's why. I'm going to tell you into your mouth. Mask.
Are you vaxxed?
What's up?
How are you, man?
How you doing?
Oh, sorry.
Under normal circumstances,
No, this is so
I'll kiss you both on the mouth right now. What's that?
Maybe catch COVID since everyone's forgetting that
we're vaccinated.
Triple vaccinated.
Me too.
Dr. Fauci, he looked like Captain Crunch. So it's also like, you know, we got a serial nigga telling us about whether it's... So I don't want to be on anybody's stage. I don't want to leave the house. I stayed at home.
I got jacked off with a mask on pretty early on. my view was like, look, if God is gonna murder me for getting pussy, I'm gonna be totally safe every other time. But if God is gonna kill me for getting pussy, I don't want to be in heaven. You know what I mean? It's like, send me to hell, because that's not my kind of God. So I was like, I was so strict, I was so whatever, that I was just like, no, I'll eat a stranger's ass.
Here we are. You guys got the vaccine? Yeah. I got mine online. Actually saw a a couple guys in Brooklyn on the overpass getting themselves a vaccine. Must have been the second shot, but he was woozy.
Anybody who's scared of the vaccine but then also eats papaya dogs is stupid. It's like, if you're gonna eat papaya dogs, get the vaccine.
Or just get the vaccine and don't eat here, because this is this is
Dude,
poison.
you know what I want you to do? Get papaya dog and inject the vaccine into the papaya dog. You eat it, you'll never get COVID.
Would you mind buying me a papaya dog, please?
Yeah, of course.
All
I'm
right.
on it.
All day, baby.
No. All day. No, we're wrapping up shortly, actually.
Yeah, no, actually, de Blasio wants us to not do all day.
All day.
What time is it in New York right now? Is it 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning? It's like 11 o'clock.
11 is the new 5:20 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking to an audience at an after-hours comedy show right now. Like, no one stays out till 11 anymore.
Tell us where we have to go.
I think home. I think this is it.
The sad of it, it's like New York used to be a late town, and now we're like basically, you know, it's a dusk to dawn kind of feel here, you know?
It is amazing that you could fucking, before this, you could go to a bar at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Stay till 4 in the morning.
Good old days.
But they're inching their way back. Now it's midnight.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll get to 1 in a
Come on,
couple
Cuomo,
months.
keep on touching.
Yeah. I want like 2 more Cuomo Me Too's, and he'll keep pushing it back just to take that.
Like, chocolate after midnight, you deserve it.
Fucking Cuomo's taking a lot of heat right now. Cuomo, it's pretty impressive. Every woman in his past, he basically harassed. Every single one. And women working for him right now, in the present. All that's left at this point is for a woman to come back from the future and be like, he groped me in March 2024. And he would still, even then, you get an email the next day from him. Vaccinations are now eligible for every squirrel in the tri-state area.
One question. What do I think of Cuomo? Jeez, this is Long Island. I heard that they asked him if he was going to step down. He said no means no. You think he's a dick? You think a guy who has got Me Too'd like 12 times is a dick? That's a ballsy take right there. What's your thoughts on Cosby?
Midnight next week.
Thank you, Daddy Cuomo.
I
think you're right. There's a lot of good and bad, I think.
Yeah.
that's the thing.
What are we talking about now?
Pandemic.
Feels like there's some energy right now in the air that's like kind of incredible right now. Don't you feel that?
Well, I think because all the places are such low capacity, the streets are packed, like way more than a regular Saturday night, right? So it's a very energetic, intense feeling outside of the street. And also, it's kind of slingshot effect. Everybody's out. It's kind of fun these days, right?
We're feeling the energy in the city come back slowly, so.
Yeah. I think we're getting the dirty energy in the city and not the positive energy in the city back.
I mean, dirty is fun, right? I mean, that's kind of the charm of New York.
Oh, you're a real comedian.
No, I wish.
I'm calm and cool too. Everybody sat to the side like Tracy Morgan.
Yo, I'm trying to concentrate on this conversation right now, but the guy standing behind you has a mouse in his hand.
When you think of New York, what do you think of? The MoMA, or do you think of like a bunch of crazy guys holding boomboxes? Like, that's New York. That's fun.
Preferably in a residential area.
Who really wanna come fuck with the kid? Feel like I'm God, put your trust in the kid. They be sneak discussing the kid. Should at least they discussing the kid. I'm disgusting this shit. Low limits to the fuck.
Was that good?
Sometimes wanna kill the internet. It's like I've been through something with Sid. It's disruptive as shit. Or
Hear this fucking energy, dude. There's energy here, man.
Shit, bitch, get off my yard. You don't really want to see me get on my job. Keep your voice down for you set off my squad. Lucky that you.
It was like Caligula out here.
We know each other. Come on.
Gyro shawarma, you like shawarma?
I gotta run to a spot.
Hey, man.
I love it. Yeah, man. They're all unvaccinated.
My thoughts cause who wanna fuck with? Who really wanna come fuck with the kid? Feel like
I love that we think the city's back because people are throwing people in front of the train. We're like, the city's back.
Disgusting as shit, low limits to the fucks I could give. Sometimes wanna kill the internet. It's like I've been through something with Sid. It's disruptive as shit.
Is your last name Morril? Yes. This is the level of recognizable I am. They're like, wait, who is he? Who is he? I know I think I've seen him.
That was the best part. They were there during the interview like, I know it's somebody, I just don't know who.
That's
I was Googling it.
So far from how y'all move.
Sam, how does it feel to be recognized on the street now from your specials? You blew up, dog.
You say he blew up?
He blew up.
Because a lot of people are saying he's sold out. But yeah, I can see he's blowing up.
You know, you just feel the HPV in the air, and I like that.
Oh, Donald's like, this feels good again.
Yeah,
this is kind of nice.
That's better. That's better.
I'm all grumpy and shit, bitch. Get off my yard. You don't really want to see me get on my job. Keep your voice down for you set off my squad. Lucky that you played out 7-9 pause.
An hour before, I was like, you guys gotta get away. This is a fucking legit thing that's hurting everywhere in the country. And then as soon as it was over, I'm like, take your fucking mask off, dude. For real, take it off. You're bothering everybody. Take it the fuck off right now. These people that I used to live above, this fucking old couple, they would bang, like New York style. Every time my fucking puppy would run across the floor to chase a sock. And they'd be like, shut the fuck up, it's 9 p.m. Shut the fuck up. I hated them so much, these old people. And they don't bang anymore. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is look at the positives into everything.
Me looking uncomfortably as Attell talks to Rock, hoping not to get bumped. What if anyone's still hanging out?
Dang, what's Dave doing?
What am I doing? We're just capturing an energy.
Doing your sidewalk special? Sam's going to do a special for every floor in the building. I saw his mezzanine special.
Oh my God.
You know what? I thought elevator wasn't as good as rooftop, but I feel like mezzanine, he got back to his roots.
But this is the beauty of the pandemic stuff, coming out of it, is just hanging out.
Yeah.
Seeing comics, fucking around, talking shit.
Whole thing. Like we lost our group.
Yes,
you know, like we really did. Like, so it's like.
And we're scaring relatives and shit at Thanksgiving. We need each other.
We have to get that out of our system so we can go back and be normal humans with the rest of the population.
Are we the worst people, stand-ups? That's what it sounds like. I think you're right.
We're kind of trash, but we're also, we're beautiful trash, though. We're trash. Everyone needs trash. We are definitely that. And it was almost rude of motherfuckers to think of us differently.
Yeah.
Because we're poignant. Of course, you put important shit in the trash all the time.
Yeah.
There's also other trash in there. It's like, and to put us in a place where we can't say things, you're trying to restrict trash. You can't restrict trash.
Yeah.
I mean, you can separate it, recycling. Put your cans over there, but it's all in the same fucking place.
I don't even care about the stand-up. I'm just happy to be bumping into people and running around town and seeing you guys. That I like.
Yeah.
The sets, I'm like,
Look at that.
The hang is what I missed. Really.
Yes. This is so fun.
It's the best.
We're in a diner drinking coffee.
We don't do this enough.
Yeah, we don't do this at all.
It's like a speakeasy for fun.
Yeah, it's like not only did I find people who understood me, but they thought I was funny. It's like such an amazing combination of things. So.
And not being around comics and having that, that was the hardest part for me, is not being social with other comedians.
Right.
And not being at the club.
The camaraderie.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
you guys are great together.
This is great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're the best.
Thank you. Now it's so hacky, we can't order coffee anymore. Like Seinfeld killed it.
Seinfeld ruined coffee?
Like,
we're ripping off Jerry now?
Yeah, we can't drink coffee and talk about comedy. We're back, baby.
We're back. We're in a diner, indoor, drinking coffee, ripping off Seinfeld shtick. It's perfect, man. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
See, if this was even 2 months ago, we'd be infecting each other.
Yeah.
But now, we could have a free exchange of vapors, and everybody's fine.
It's beautiful, man.
I think you should call me more. I never hear from you.
Call me. You never call me. I call you.
You're busy. I've had one conversation in 6 weeks, and it's on camera. it's terrible.
When I first saw you the first night and all the comics, the mood was like, it was the happiest I think I've ever felt.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. People that never hugged were hugging.
Yeah.
I know.
Now, maybe because everybody was wearing masks and they didn't know who they hugged, but it's pretty awesome.
I never realized that I was like a hugger until you can't have. Man, I fucking hate these people.
I know, I hate everyone.
I hate everyone. Are you videoing me? What do you want me to say?
No, just hello, we're here.
Oh,
Where
good
are
to
we?
see you, buddy. I'm sorry I'm cranky. I'm sorry I'm a curmudgeon. But as my therapist would say, you chose this friendship, so it's really your fault.
Yes.
Every time I act out or do something shitty to you, you have to look at, like, why do you keep this energy around? So my hostility is actually, it's on you.
Cut, I'm leaving.
I had a guy ask me to join a hate group recently. You ever have that? He was like, you want to join my hate group? I was like, who do you hate? He said, blacks, Jews, everyone. I am Jewish. He's not even doing background checks. That bothered me more than the racism, the lazy recruitment process. I was like, I'll join your hate group, but then I want to drop subtle hints while we're committing crimes. Just walk around holding a torch. I'm like, dude, you know what this flame reminds me of? Hanukkah. I guess. You do hate Jews. I'm like, I hate them. I hate them so much I'm burning up. I'm schwitzing. That's how much. He's like, all right, we march on Saturdays. Can't do Saturdays. It's the Shabbos. What? How do you guys feel coming back to the clubs?
I'm thrilled about it. Like, I think like the big thing with me with the pandemic stuff was like, I got tired of the compromised versions of comedy. Like, meaning like outside, we're always giving up something that we normally would never do before the pandemic. So now being back indoors, I mean, there's still some obstacles and stuff, but it's moving a little easy. It's nice to have it look like it did before.
And having like seagulls fly through, you know what I mean? Like chaos ensuing. So then when I was in here and they're like, here's a stage and a mic, I was like, oh, bitch.
The mayor changed its status from a restaurant to a bar, and bars couldn't have indoor.
So were you there? Did you already land?
I was already there. I was in the hotel.
You were in the hotel?
I showered. I was about to leave for the show.
Yeah, he heard you were coming. He was like, fuck this shit.
You know, they probably did it because like they thought my material is so cutting edge that the town couldn't deal with it.
I've been doing like you. I mean, we did the outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
I did the car shows, and now we're back inside. So it's kind of like, you know, this is great.
Everything was shitty.
I performed on the back of a pickup truck.
No, the pickup truck was
behind a diner.
The pickup truck was crazy.
To all cars.
I opened for Gaffigan all last summer, all just parking lot cars.
Yeah.
And I got that same reaction tonight.
Try not to look at my notes. I wouldn't want to be unprofessional and look at my notes in the rain under an umbrella in a parking lot.
Winter was brutal. The fucked up, like having a parka and a hood fully up and doing comedy like this with just our eyeballs showing was...
I love outdoor shows. I think I'm too loud indoors. So I was perfect outdoors. It was my perfect level.
I know the pandemic was bittersweet for me because I got vaccinated early. I didn't get Pfizer. I got a shitty one. It was polio. It wasn't even the right disease. I got vaccinated early, which is cool, but only because my BMI is obese, which is not cool, and frankly, bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, I know I'm chubby, but I didn't think I might not make it through COVID fat. I know I'm a little big. I didn't think I was second in line after 85-year-olds. This pandemic gave me such a fucking complex. Here I am thinking I'm stocky, but apparently I'm the first victim in the movie Seven. I have no idea. Apparently I'm so big when doctors see me, they're like, oh shit, we gotta get you in right away, come on, fucking run! Don't run, I know you don't like to run, but
I've been traveling a lot of people not getting that vax, you know, it's, you know. I heard one guy be like, I don't, you hear, people are going door to door trying to convince people to get the vaccine, and there are people like, I'm not getting it, they put a tracking device in it, and it's like, yeah, well, we found you. you're not exactly Jason Bourne, so.
He gets on stage and not on stage, in a park. He gets on tree and starts talking about.
I almost got into a fight in the park.
What happened in the park?
Oh, this dude in Fort Greene Park wanted to fight.
Brother, I know. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Thank you. You won this. Oh, you won, nigga. Go ahead. Go on Instagram.
Just like screaming shit, and then he said enough shit where I decided I kind of wanted to fight, but then I decided to like talk. And it was like I calmed the situation down and walked away.
Turned into a turf war. There would be like young kids who were like, we play our music in this part of the park, and you're like, well, we can't do comedy if you're blasting fucking Eric B and Rakim 10 feet from me. I regret doing it, but I was like, I can't go on. They're like, well, we want you to go on. I'm like, well, I'll do it if you move to the other end of the park. So they moved the whole crowd, and then I bombed. I'm like, well, sorry, I'm a diva and I suck.
I was in Central Park in the daylight, and I was telling a joke about abortion, and no one laughed except for a child in the distance. I heard a child's laughter, and I was like, I'm mentally ill. This is a mental illness.
But that's who you want to laugh at that joke, the person who's closest to it.
To be fair,
good, yeah.
It reached the target audience.
They did shows on trains.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's like, talk about a hostage situation.
Yeah, it seems like it would be almost as bad if they did comedy on the trains to Auschwitz.
Well, what would you rather hear, Allah Akbar, or are you ready for a live comedy show?
Allah Akbar. That's gonna be quick.
We're panhandlers. at
Yeah,
that
it was.
point.
We were more exposed as panhandlers than we usually are. That was like all the trimmings were removed, and we were like, oh, this is actually what we are.
That was the worst. I'm so glad it's. And the Zoom shows were depressing.
I did the whole pandemic, and I did not stand in my room with a mic and talk to a camera. Like I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't want to sit in my own bomb where I live at.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I live. That's my sanctuary.
You can't get like on Zoom. You just don't get the same validation. You don't feel like oh I killed, then just shut a laptop.
I'm not kind of bomb where I jack off. That's never gonna be a fucking thing for me.
It's not the
It's also much harder to get laid after a Zoom show. I found.
Yeah, good point. I found I got about equal results, to be honest. Yeah. My batting average didn't really change in that area.
Is anyone in love tonight? Anybody in love? Some people. Some people don't sound happy about it. You too? You're in love? That's cool. Which app did you meet on? You met in real life?
Yeah.
Vintage. Got some hipsters in the crowd. That's cool. That's probably for the best. You meet a lot of weirdos on the apps. I went on a date with a guy who could just flip everything I said into something sexual. I'm sure you have a lot of that here. He was like, what kind of music do you like? It's like, oh, I like the Beatles. I know that's lame, but whatever. I think they're cool. And he goes, what Beatles song would you fuck me to? I was like, help. It won't be long.
Yeah, during the pandemic, I found love, which is a big problem for comedy. So I see all these comics, and they have this new. I mean, not everyone, but some people have new things that are good. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't writing. I was like starting a new life.
Yeah.
You know.
I got engaged.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Third day of quarantine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ballsy.
No shit.
That's crazy.
Well, it's ballsy if you, because I didn't know how long this was. I didn't think we would live. It's not hard to say like, yeah, I'll be with you forever if you don't know how long forever is. At this point, if we made it through to now, I feel like we're good.
The pandemic speeds up the relationship.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It sped up mine. That's why we broke up. We got right to the end.
Sink or swim.
Yeah. Oh, we sank.
I heard you and Taylor broke up.
Yeah, we did.
Damn, nigga.
It's tough.
Niggas was acting all like secretive about it too. I ain't gonna lie.
Who was?
Are you heartbroken, nigga?
I was bummed. I mean, I loved her. I mean, what are you gonna
Weird
do?
nigga, I'm gonna talk to you like a man. You heartbroken?
I was. I'm doing a little better. Why?
No, because I asked. I was like, Sam, so tell him. He was like, shh, this shit is hard. All that shit is hard. Careers moving and changing is hard.
It's tough.
Everything's hard.
We're good though. We're not on bad terms.
I didn't feel like that's what it was.
No.
I just felt like you was a bitch ass nigga. You was suicidal.
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
Well, there's that, you know. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's I had to break up with a girl. She broke up with me and then she touched my arm to console me, and I flexed. Incredible low point in my life. I don't know if I thought that was gonna change her mind. She's gonna touch my arm like, wait a second. I didn't know you could curl 8.5. This changes everything. You look great.
Thank you. You could just be asking, like, what was it like dating me?
How was it weathering most of the pandemic with me?
Oh my God. I mean, which month? I feel like we were in such a unique situation because we didn't hang out enough because we were long distance. So when it first shut down, we were like, sleepover! We watch movies and we'll make snacks and like, this is
I decided to stay in Los Angeles and I was making jokes the entire time. I was getting, like little immune boost shots. I was like, I heard this does pretty well with COVID. And she was just rolling her eyes like, I'm stuck with this idiot. Listen guys, I'm not a doctor, but these things cure coronavirus. These
not funny.
Lady, what are you having, a big party or something? I'm kidding. I know there's a coronavirus going around.
You need to stop.
Feel like it's a bad time for some Italian roast.
Shut up. You are so like just so tone deaf now.
I didn't know how bad the pandemic was gonna be.
I had no idea how bad it was gonna get.
What was your least favorite thing about it?
About quarantine or with you specifically?
All of it.
Oh my God. Your hair got so long. I'm kidding. Okay.
Boom.
All right.
What if this just got really anti-Semitic? I was like, what?
I just didn't know you were that Jewish, and it was.
He had a whole arc of me breaking up without me. And in the documentary, he just sends it like it is funny. Sam Jay's being like, I heard you were suicidal and shit. It was kind of funny, but it was like I didn't consent to this next part here.
Funny.
Yeah, it made it look like you have a heart and like there was truth in there.
I don't like that.
I think you're the only one that's doing like a comedy now that it's back thing. Everyone over the summer was like, let's do a doc on comedy during COVID, and now that COVID's over, and it's like,
I feel like we were those people too.
No, it was like
that was also us at Ian's Insulting.
yeah, there were these two little Italians running around filming everything. Everyone in town got tired of it.
When did you think you had to close the club down and everything?
Well, we closed before they made us shut down because I was really worried about the COVID, but I didn't think it'd be this long. It's been really hard. Emotionally, it's been really hard. Trying not to think about it.
Not being here for a year must have just been like insane.
It definitely was, the funny of it is that like, I've hung out in front of the club so much that like, even when it was closed, I was still like somehow I would end up there, almost like a homing pigeon. Why am I here? It's closed.
Things started looking really great, and then my father was very sick with cancer, and a month into COVID, he passed.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I remember,
yeah. So we had to do, the funeral was going to be 5 of us. We had to wear masks and do a Zoom shiva, which was actually hysterical. It was just all these old Jews in like boxes, like Jeffrey was a wonderful man. Just, like their faces were right up. Just, I found humor in all of it.
I got married, I got pregnant, I lost the pregnancy for free.
I was about to congratulate you, so I'm glad that I stopped.
I was done, but it's good. It was like a good experience because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now I know I want a kid if it's playing hard to get,
You want that kid.
I want that kid.
Yeah.
I want the one that ghosts me.
It really is emotional, right?
It is.
It's really weird. Like a lot of people were bursting out into tears and stuff, and people were saying that they weren't expecting that. It's kind of like you're carrying around this emotional thing that they didn't even realize, and then when they see somebody, they just find themselves crying.
Jesus. Yeah. No, it's heavy.
Yeah, it was interesting. We lived through history we never expected to, and
I think I'm like fucked up because I'll cry at like a Simpsons episode now, and I'm like, this didn't used to happen. Like something's wrong emotionally. I think what happens is like one problem leads to the next problem, and you're just distracted.
You're distracting yourself from your pain.
Yeah, with more pain.
Right.
I was talking to a friend the other day. He goes, "I'm battling depression." I was like, "Oh, that's never happened to me." I've been depressed. It's just, it's never been a battle. Every time I feel depression coming on, I'm like, "You win. You win this round. I'm gonna spread my butt cheeks. Do whatever you want to me."
That was like you suicidal. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I was like, suicide. I was like, oh.
What are you
he's
gonna
on
do?
the edge. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
My nigga ready to die out here. Okay. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I was like, damn, this nigga ready to like fucking hang himself.
That's just how I masturbate.
You're an emotional boy. It's all
I
right.
am. I listen to Leonard Cohen. All right.
Wait, so tell me the bit again, what you're working on?
I told my mom I was depressed, and she goes, "But you're so tall. Is that all it takes? Is that what they do when they find a suicide? They're like, he's 6'2", this doesn't make any sense." Better, it's not there yet.
There's something about you can't hang yourself because you're too tall.
That's a great angle, yeah. He tried to hang himself, my feet kept touching the ground, it was brutal. I told my mom I'm depressed. I left out the butt cheeks part. But I told my mom I was depressed the other day, and she goes, "But you're so tall." I don't even know what that means. Is that if I hang myself, my feet will keep touching the ground? Is that? She's like, "Take pills, don't. Remember, you're tall."
What's this doc about?
It's just about comedy coming back after the pandemic, and just how we're like all doing, and I'm sure it'll end up being about somewhat mental health at some point too. but-
Yeah. There'll be some cross
Will it morph into something else, I hope?
It'll morph like a butterfly. I'm in therapy, you better believe it. Thank you. I'm trying. I was talking to my therapist the other day. He said, "You tend to pursue damaged people and then try to help them." And I was like, "You too." People don't realize that a lot of comics, we're trying. Like we really are
Most
trying.
of us are.
Yeah. We're on this search for like some sort of, I don't want to say happiness, but we're searching for some sort just to be content.
Always have anxiety. I didn't do comedy for 6 months. I feel like I always have anxiety, but if I do comedy, at least after I do it, I have relief.
Dude, it's stupid. I forgot how much I missed it, how much I love it.
Like if you are fortunate enough to like what you do for a living or love it, like we do, like losing it is a much bigger deal.
And I was like, not only am I not on the road, not only am I not making money, I don't know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, have you stopped in 20 years? I haven't.
No.
Like, you did have to sit with yourself. You had to like diversify your ego a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we
so
did.
Scared, and I was like, I have asthma, and I'm just like, and I got depressed, and I just like, for like the first 3-4 months, just got so fucked up every day, and just ate like shit. I was eating so much seamless. It was like one of those things where they made you feel like a hero when you ordered takeout, because it was like, we have to support restaurants. So I was just like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm supporting my community by fucking getting fat as shit.
Did anyone else like give a post-game wrap-up speech every time someone got asked how they were doing? Like people would be like, "How are you?" I'd be like, "Well, all things considered, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to stay in gratitude. A lot of people have it worse than me. Some days the walls are closing in on me, but it's putting things into perspective. I'm trying to put one foot in front of the other, and I know when I come out of this, I'll be a better person for it. Back to you, Jim."
But it was a lot, and I got very depressed. And I became creative, thank God, because that's what I do.
Like a lot of my self-worth comes from my ability to do my job.
Sure.
And do it well. And not only could we not do our jobs well, we couldn't do them at all.
It's weird, man. It's it's nice that we're packed in again. This is crazy. Isn't this weird? I haven't done the cellar that packed yet.
Oh, really?
That was my first time. I've been on the road.
So good. It felt like
I didn't do it empty. I missed it all empty.
I didn't do it empty either.
It feels insane. Like the first time I did it, I like kind of choked on my set, and I was like, I don't know what just happened. And then I realized I hadn't been in a room with that many people, and you're like shell-shocked. Like, it was like I was a cornered animal.
Big tour, I was in Saratoga, and like everyone there was just dying for comedy.
Yeah.
Everyone there was just like so excited, like they were laughing at everything. They were like, I mean, it was just great. They were just having so much fun.
They're just down to come out. They just want to laugh, and there's, as you said, something to do. So.
Yeah. And honestly, like conservative crowds, I'd probably do better at because like you can fuck around with more. You know, New York's the only place I've had like cis white people tell me not to say the word tranny.
That is amazing.
No, there's none of this. I haven't seen any of this yet. This person.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good point.
Good point. There was a lot of that.
I just came back like 2 weeks ago, and I was, for me, getting used to the stimulus again. Just outside the club, like people walking by, the circus-like atmosphere.
So terrifying being gone for so long because it's like double Dutch jump rope where you're like, I'm getting back into life, I'm getting back into life, I'm back in life, I am back in life, I am back in life. Do not touch me, do not touch me. I am back in life.
That's what's so nice about New York is like, you know, I feel like people really welcome me, even though not just a immigrant to America, but very much an immigrant to the New York comedy scene, you know, and people are really cool to me. They've always been super cool. You know, the energy has always been great.
Have you talked to any other non-New York comics on this?
No, you're the first.
Okay, I do feel like I'm being hazed a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna talk to one person from LA. Let's put him on the fire escape in the dead of summer. Would that be a good shot?
It's a true affection
Yeah.
that the comics have among themselves that I have with most of the comics. It comes from the heart, and that's the secret sauce, I think.
Yeah, dude, and it's also like, yeah, man, like any day could be your like I get hit by a car, somebody could pull out a gun. It's like there's a sense of excitement there. I was like, oh, I better write some new jokes. I better write some taglines. It's like LA, you know. I mean,
Get hit by a car in LA, though.
yeah, well, no, dude, nobody's walking in LA.
That's true.
Why do you
I'm
even need
walking.
fucking sneakers, dude? That's why everyone's in flip flops. You can't wear flip flops here. You get hepatitis on your toe.
All right, dude, you look like a guy who's got a fake vaccine card. Yes, this guy, yeah, you got the Irish car bomber hat on. You're like, yo, I'll sell you for $80 cash. I like you, dude. Listen.
Did you miss just like the grind of this or no? No, you can travel and just kind of shut it off and come back.
I'll tell you what, I'm sad to say, at some point I completely stopped thinking about stand-up.
Really?
Yeah, it was distressing for me. When you're not doing it, you're not thinking about it. I don't know.
I get that.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But you never stopped doing it.
No, I never stopped.
No, you never stopped doing it. I passed one comedy-ish club in Quito, in the capital.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think it was like one-man show kind of stuff.
Keita doesn't look fat on those jokes. I'll see.
And it was kind of nice to be on the same page with your audience, because half the time you walk into a city and you don't know what happened that day. You don't know what they're going through. You're just like, hey, I'm here and these are my ideas. And all of a sudden we were all kind of like, fuck, what is this?
I came out of it. I was doing better than ever. I gained 45 pounds, right?
You gained 45
And I
pounds.
lost 50.
Wow.
So it was like just a fucking roller coaster. And I was in a good space, dude. Honestly, part of me was like, fuck, I don't want to, like, my life is good now.
Because people look at me and they go, oh, there's a big fat party animal, you know? But that's a lot to live up to. You guys, you know what my Hawaiian shirt budget is? It's crazy. You think I only want to do cannonballs? No. I want to do other dives, you guys.
Like, I was in a good space mentally. I was exercising, diet was good. I was working on all these projects, even though it wasn't stand-up. And, you know, I got back. I have to, like, part of me, you sort of have to do it. It's our living, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I would leave a lot of money on the table if I didn't go on tour.
For sure.
Part of me's like, I had it nice, dude. And now, but everybody expects a certain thing from me. It's tough. I don't know. Yeah, anybody have a pool? Speaking of cannonballs. Yeah, you do? For real?
Yeah.
Where do you live? Huh?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
Not in Brooklyn, that's for sure.
Not in Brooklyn. Okay, that's not. I was kind of. Are we playing 20 questions? It's not in Brooklyn.
Okay, well, do you want to give me a little more specificity when you say, huh?
Yeah, New York City.
Okay. What the fuck is going on here? If I guess the riddle, do I get to come over? Like, what is this? Can you just tell me where you live? It's really pissing me off. I gotta go soon. We gotta bring on our first comic, but I can't start this show getting alphaed by some asshole in the back. The Bronx. Okay, was that so fucking hard to say? And yes, I am not interested in coming anymore, but...
There was definitely a part of me when things started opening up that was like, I was like, dude, I feel so on top of this pandemic scene that I was worried when things opened up.
Forced vacation.
Forced vacation.
And a true vacation, not like we're going to someplace nice, I'm gonna check my emails. It was like whatever you think you had planned for the next month is not happening.
So, and whatever you were putting off in your head by being busy, it hits you right in the face. You're like, I gotta look at this a little bit now.
Yeah, I got to be home and be with my kids, which was amazing. I got to spend time with them. At certain points, it was nice to just be home because we're on the road. I mean, you know, I'm on the road a lot too.
It made us realize how hard we were.
Yeah, there was no other way for us to slow down. We needed a global pandemic to take a break.
Because we're always taught, like, you know, never say no, take everything you can get. Like, it was good to slow down and, like, really appreciate it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think the pandemic may have helped you reassess some of that stuff?
I think so. I think I mean, it's hard to say because now I'm like, I was a workaholic before the pandemic, and now I'm taking it a little easier, but I'm on the road every weekend, and I wasn't even doing that.
You had one free day, and I'm like, come meet me on this fire escape and film something. I'm
It'll
really
be
good for her
easy.
management of schedule.
I haven't done shit. Like, I had so many plans. I was like, oh, dude, I'm fucking gonna do some shit now that I'm not essential. And I haven't written a book. I haven't lost weight. I haven't got spiritually tuned. I didn't even learn how to cook.
You know how to cook?
I don't. My wife
Really?
does. No, I know how to order.
I literally had days where I was like, oh, I'm never going to do stand-up at the same level as 100% ever again.
You for real?
Yes.
No, I thought he'd come back. I mean, look at the Spanish flu.
I mean, what do you know about the Spanish flu, Will? Please educate me.
Nothing, but people came back.
I never thought, like, maybe I'll just quit. I did think maybe I'll have to, and that was scary. I remember at a certain point, I might have said this to you, I was like, you know, dancers only get like 9 years, and that's what we got. And how cool that we got to do our dream for like 9-10 years.
We call our lives hack swan. No, it's brutal.
Like, I remember we even mentioned your name. We were like, people like Sam are going to be the ones that booked all the times, and the more lower tier comics are just going to get fucked. Like, people like you
I'm never
were,
home.
But you're never home. Exactly. So it totally worked out, and it's like...
So weird to hear my name like that because
Yeah.
I was fucking... I think I did 12:30 spots for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not a lower tier comic. It was like literally a decade of like, see you at midnight.
I remember working all day, coming off, running around to do sets everywhere, and in the middle of that thinking, man, I am living the dream. This is too good to be true. It can't last, right? This can't last. And then I was like, that's just negativity talking. Don't listen to the negativity. Don't listen to your own doubting voice.
Yeah.
And then it fucking ended.
Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, to be honest with you, I don't even know what it means for the future of like how I do stand up.
And now, getting back, it's like I get on stage, and everything that I'm doing is like there's more act outs. I'm looser. It feels like things don't matter as much anymore. You know, it's like a different thing.
And I started to believe in myself where I'm like, the value isn't in traveling, it isn't in when I'm getting there. It's how long it took me to write these jokes to be as good as they are. You can't just pay me for my time, you're paying me for how long it took me to polish that stuff, plus the 20 years it took me to be as good as I am.
Well, now's a bad time to tell you this is going to be free on YouTube.
God damn it!
I think one good thing about the pandemic, not only did we take a break from stand-up, they realized how important it is, like how good stand-up is. Now audience is like, we gotta go back. I
Not
did
just
some comedy.
stand-up, but being out.
Being out.
being
I
out,
went to my
too.
first movie last week. It was like,
What did you say?
Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
It's good. It's tense.
Sounds like my last album. Quiet place.
I'm out of here.
It made me more grateful. Like little things, I'm more grateful for. I'm on the road and I'm like, oh, I won't take a strip mall gig for granted anymore. I really am grateful.
I mean, we do get to do what we love. We're blessed that we get to do what we love, and we get to travel and meet amazing people.
A fan just made this for me. This is really cool. I love it.
Straight up in your face, this is what I am. Content.
Fun, right?
Whereas liberal
I don't know if I'm that boyish still.
artists. They're not kids.
I love it.
They're my
So God bless the people that came out and tried to laugh during it. They're the real heroes.
Yeah, they're the real first responders, right?
I feel like you can go on stage now and tell an audience it's great to see them, and for the first time in showbiz history, it comes across as sincere. Yeah. You're legit happy to see them.
That's not crazy.
Yeah, because you're all like, hey, folks, happy to see you, whatever. But now you're like, I'm so happy that you guys are here. It means so much to me.
That's such a good point.
I don't know what to say to you guys at this point, I guess. I love you. I don't know.
My dad left when I was very young. You probably figured that out.
Packages, guys. What the hell?
Completely changed my plans.
Anybody else?
Come see the show.
Oh, yeah?
Came straight from JFK just now to see you. Because it
Really?
was sold out, and I called and there was a
That's how it
cancellation.
works.
Wow.
What is very hard to be a good housewife?
Sam Morril, Sam the Gator Morril. The Gator's in the house.
I love it, man. I hope this guy's not a suicide bomber. I see that bag. Let's just hope.
So, yeah, what were you saying?
Matt, I love you, buddy. I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, it's never gonna make the edit.
No?
No.
Me being nice. It's just off brand, I guess. I don't know. Dude, thanks so much. I don't want to take too much of your time up. I literally canceled a flight yesterday. I came home like literally 2 hours ago. But thank you so much for talking to us.
What the hell is this? Now you might as well tell us. Is this going to be a special of you gloating about how you were doing rooftops and horrible hipster birthday parties, or the rest of us will take it on?
It's like kind of just showing the clubs at 30%, the 50%, and 100%. We're kind of just talking to comics about it, and you know, got a lot of just the newer comics, the vets like you, and
COVID just puts a different slant on everything. I feel like for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but it won't go away. But
it's like OJ. It's like topical again. It's crazy.
Yes. That's what we should ask you. How was it doing that new hour after you just did an hour on the COVID special?
It's rough.
That
I
must have
feel
been tough.
I feel like I don't have anything to say.
Really?
I mean, I'm doing new stuff, and like they're patient. The crowds are good on the road because they're happy to be out. But I do feel like it's tough. I can't do like a full hour right now.
It's so funny. People used to do the same hour their whole career. Just doing the same shit for their whole career.
Yeah.
No way.
But you were never like that.
No.
Why were you back in the day? Why were you not? You just needed.
Yeah, you just didn't do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you would have gone crazy.
We were going nuts doing the same shit.
I feel like I'd be such an alcoholic.
You make your whole gut makes you sick.
Yeah.
Right? Doing the same shit. Might as well be doing like a play.
Yeah. No, it's just like
It makes you physically ill when you're sitting there on the road doing something you did years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your new stuff might bomb.
Yeah.
But with us, we heard that.
Yeah.
But that's part of the beauty.
It's like you learn to bond with a crowd over how bad it's going sometimes too, you know? Where you said like, there's a line where you say like, there's no gig you kind of can't turn around as a comedian.
I said there's no gig you can't turn around?
It's like you learn that you can turn around almost any hell gig as a comic. Yeah.
I said that?
Yeah.
I have some balls saying that because I've bombed more than many people. I've gone down in flames a lot. I don't know why. Of all people, I can't believe I said that.
You once said to me, I think years ago, I remember a lot of your lines because they're just ingrained in my brain, but you said something about how comedy is not supposed to be for winners. Like, we're not supposed to win.
Right, winning's supposed to be cool.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I still agree with that.
Well, there's something desperate about stand-up, but there's something even more desperate now where, like, we really need
We need it. I mean, we need it. I didn't even feel like I was missing it that much. And then when I came back, I was like, I love that stupid process. I never realized, like I did some remote stuff, I'm sure you did too.
It was awful though.
I know, but it was that was more fun than nothing. Saying, this is what I think, what do you think about this? And when they laugh, you're like, you feel, we're so lucky. It's so embarrassing that comedy is still this much fun.
I know.
But it really is.
Every time you think of something new, it's fun.
Yeah. That's pretty damn cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping my whole life. So I feel like there's no subject where I can't, if I look at it for a little while, I can't get some kind of jokes that make sense, even to the people in that field.
That's a weird. I remember.
When did you get in? Tell me when you.
I got in like 2 hours ago. I dropped my stuff off and came here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You know, got to take a moment to be like, still going.
We're at, brother.
We did it, buddy.
All right.
We did it.
I don't know if you're looking for somebody better or something more. 'Cause even when you're with me, your eyes are still strange. So if you wanna go, make it very quiet. Leave the door half open, don't turn on the light. I will see the note, laying on the stand. See the empty space and I will understand. And if you wanna
You've seen the comedy scene here. You've seen not just the comedy scene, but New York City. Do you feel it's back or not?
I think it's getting there. I mean, I remember being in the first shows at the Cellar and being like, well, this is amazing to be indoors, amazing to see comics, the
Be on
love.
stage again, yeah.
30% capacity is weird though, because when it's a little lighter in any comedy club, people start to be a little shitty.
Yes, 100%.
It took you back to when you were a young comic.
Oh, it took me back to right now.
and I will hear your voice resound in the sound.
I'm making a documentary about things coming back, and now there's this uncertainty, like, you know, maybe this excitement was premature.
We thought we were completely out of it. And then this was a reminder that we're not out of it. But that's just the way it is. Yeah, we have to manage it and not just assume we're done when we're not.
And I think the Lord probably will bring back another little something just to jazz us up.
You can't bottle America up for that long without, you know what I mean? Like, it was gonna become, whether this vaccine works or not, it's the Wild West.
At a certain
Let
point,
the strongest survive, you know?
What's
like,
the point of living if you can't actually live?
Yeah.
So yeah. What do you think is going to happen in the country?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably have a trial separation, like any failed marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then get an order of protection against Florida.
That might be a bit.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That might be a bit right there. See, I didn't waste your time completely. You might have ripped a bit.
I mean, we should probably talk about how big Sam's dick is, just for the doc. No, I'm kidding.
Let's make sure. Did you get that? Shit. Thank you, though, dude. Thank you, bro. Thank you, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's mediocre at best.
I gotta get this off my chest. I came into this diner by myself. The guy immediately goes, it's in the back to your right. Basically, the waiter took one look at me, didn't ask me a single question, and just said, yeah, toilet's in the back.
Wow.
So I don't know if if I looked like I needed to pee, or he thought I was a toilet cleaner.
That helped me so much. What's up, guys? Any tips on Bitcoin?
appreciate it.
I'm doing a quick clap. Okay, and
Too groovy to handle, right? But they don't want my duty. So there might be a silver lining in all this, where So we might come out of this a bit better. America might come out with more understanding and compassion and solidarity for.
We both know. The second you said it, you were like,
Always try to fuck with me, get tough with me. Back when I was a target, look at my hood, now that shit got a target.
What's your favorite rom-com?
I would say Annie Hall, but it's not like a popular thing to be like Woody Allen right now.
Why? What happened with Woody Allen?
You know what? Nothing.
I look like I gotta do the good fight.
Bullshit. Bullshit. He knows nothing.
My biggest fan.
So I'm trying not to go anywhere with too many white men, with glee in their eyes and khaki pants.
I'm unhappy if that helps.
Yeah, I trust you, I feel it.
You gotta pay him if you film him. He's really high.
He also has to go do some work on the A-Train tracks.
By the way, that's his handler. That's a helper lady. She's a hospice woman. That's his girlfriend.
He loves that. He loved it. He loved it.
Yeah, they know me.
And a lot of the last women I've dated have had pierced nipples, and
really, that's not my thing.
That's how I got used to those weird metal straws. Did you get that bit? I did. Yeah.
What show would you go see that would be worth?
You. This is why I get on the special.
This is crazy. Guys, come on.
If it were the soundtrack to Schindler's List, I would have asked him to turn it up. But that, I'm not going to.
This pandemic is the shit.
Let me just throw out some hashtags.
Hi, how you doing? You might recognize me.
Either of us?
Yeah.
No.
My name is Sam Morril.
I've always relied on the kindness of strangers.